Morning, everybody. Welcome back to UncutAlly. My name is Allie. Look, it's my hands again. We're back to Scribbles and Stories. This was our project last time. Beautiful. Love it. So now we are starting a new one. Where is my black? As you see, the setup's probably different because we didn't mark anything down. That's overrated. So we're just doing our best. What the hell even is today? Is today the 1st? That's wild. Let me fold this in. Bring this in a little. All right. So what is today? Today is 8/01, I think. We're going to go with that. It's a Sunday. Let's see. How's everybody doing? That was silent so that you could answer. Today, we are going to be drawing one picture, I've decided. One massive picture, but with 5 colors. 5. See? Oh, look at my pretty tattoo. Hello. 5 colors. No, we're going to do 6, actually. So that I can choose. No. 1, like outline 1, and then 5 within. So 6 total. So we'll choose 2 from each of my 3 boys. So Allie's eyes are closed. I will take my glasses off so that even if they weren't closed, can't really see. But my eyes are closed. Oh boy. I like this one. Well, it should be like the same ones. Can you come out of your office, please? There's 1. Oh. All right. Let's pick another one. 2. So the first color was the outline color. All right. 3. I tend to choose from the end of it. All right. Please come out. All right. 4. You kind of jumped, so let's go 5. And last but not least, 6. All right, I'm putting my glasses back on. So, right. Ooh. All right, so we're outlining in yellow, but our inside colors, wait, what is the yellow that we're outlining in? Lemon. Where's the camera? Where's the camera? There we go. Sorry, doing my best. Lemon yellow. Don't know if you can see that. I'll get used to this. Lemon yellow, what we're outlining in. Then we got lavender, one of my favorite herbs. Then we got permanent green. She ain't temporary, she permanent. I'm also still a little nasally, as you can probably hear. Then we got teal green light. I disagree. I think this is blue. But I guess teal is a combination of green and blue. Then we got leaf green. We're very green today. There we go. And last but not least, we have Van Dyck Brown. Van Dyck Brown. Like Dick Van, or is it Van Dyke? Whatever. I don't give a fuck. Anyway, so now I'm going to close my eyes and draw a humongous shape. I'm going to start here. My eyes are closed. I'm not taking off my glasses again, but let's... I closed that pretty fucking well for my eyes being closed. Ooh, I'm liking it. I'm feeling good about it. All right, let's get started. So, as promised, we are going to discuss... How do I want to start this? We're going to discuss my first date with Chris. Ooh. All right, so... where we left off last time, he had just asked me out, and he went off to climbing, and now we are, I believe there was a night, and then the next day we were going to go out on our date. So let me make sure that y'all can see. See, I feel where is the shadow coming from? That's annoying. Oh, well. Anyway, so a little mood lighting with this shadow. I'll show it up to the camera or take a picture of it so you can see it properly. We'll get the lighting right. We'll get the timing right. We'll get this fucking setup right because I don't like it today. Anyway, so it was like a night and then a day, and then we were going out the next night. So eventually, right after he came back from climbing, we had started messaging on Messenger. I don't want to do this. And when we were messaging, we just started like asking each other about our lives and everything and just trying to get to know each other before our first date, which is like the purpose of the first date. And we were all so cute. We were so cringy. Like we were rereading them a few years after. And we were like, wow, we really texted like that. You ever just like see things you wrote or things you said, if you have any videos of you as a kid, and you're just like, oh my God, I'm so glad I didn't post that. Like, I feel like people are so hard on kids when they're famous kids. But it's like, what did you do when you were 13? You were fucking cringy too, huh? You're just so cringy. Not that we were 13, but like looking back on it, we would never speak that way at all. So it was very adorable though, and very cute. And I don't really know what I'm doing, if I'm being honest, but that's okay. So anyway, then we had gone off. You see, the shadow is a problem. I feel like y'all cannot see what I'm drawing. That's so rude. Ooh, I know what I'm going to do. Pause 1 minute. Do. Yeah. No, that's not much better. See, I opened the door. I thought that would help. It didn't help. What if I close the shades? I feel like then there's like no light. But is that better? That a little better. I know it's like darker lighting, but at least calm down, blinds. At least then it's not like weird lighting. Whatever. I think it's better. We're going with it. So anyway, we were texting and it was very cute, and now I can't see what I'm doing. Oh well. So we had been texting and I thought it was very cute, cringy. And eventually Chris was like, we really need to save things to talk about for tomorrow. And I'm like, oh yeah, you're right. We were having so much fun together. And we just decided that we would chill for the night, stop talking, and talk tomorrow. Your eyelids are the same color as your eye? Well, this person or thing is. And that's his problem. Don't judge him for it. Little nose, little nostril there. Perfect. We'll just make all of his facial features this. All right. You know what? No, he's not going to have a mouth. No mouth for this man. So then fast forward, had a whole day. My roommate at the time wanted the room privately to herself after I got to class. And I'm like, I have a date. I need my fucking date clothes. So like ran in, grabbed my clothes, and then I changed in my best friend's room. She lived down the hall from me. She's a very sweet human being. Shout out to Steph. So I'd gotten ready and I was all excited, and she probably remembers more of that than I do because I just kind of remember the date itself. So then someone who lives in our hall, who their group was like always downstairs in our common room, which is like where most people just hang out. She came up and she was like, oh, there's a gentleman caller for you, Allison. And I was like, oh, thank you. And then I went downstairs and I thought I had left like the shirt that I had changed out of into like my fancier clothing. I actually took that shirt rather than a fucking sweater like an idiot. So I was like, hey, is it cool if I go back upstairs? I grabbed a shirt. So I go back, I switch the shirt and everything. And then we start heading out on the date. He's so cute. He's the cutest little thing in the world. And I was really impressed because he had his Civic, and the Civic's like super sleek looking, and she's just like beautiful. And I always wanted to date a guy with a car. I did have a boyfriend before him who had a car, but it was like an older, less impressive car. So I was like, ooh, we fancy out here. So that definitely impressed me. We always joke. So he was choosing between either that Civic or what is it? A Mini Coupe. And he was like, you wouldn't have dated me if I came in that Mini Coupe. I was like, nope, definitely wouldn't have dated you. Would have been an embarrassment. Just kidding. I still would have been with this dumbass. Just kidding. I love him. But he is a dumbass. So anyway, we drive off and we find parking. You know, I should have thought this through. You know what? Whatever. You're just not going to have, you know, we'll have it and then we'll go in after. Doo-doo. And we got to this place. It's called Skinny Pancake. It's out in Vermont where we went to school. It's really good. Would highly recommend. Well, it's gone down since then, but maybe it was delicious because we were together. So Chris was like, oh, by the way, I have like a peanut allergy. And I'm like, oh no. Okay, like that's not a problem. So then he asked me like what I want. I think that was either his second time or he had also never been there. I had never been there, but I knew everybody loved this place. So I was like, I don't know, cheese curds kind of sound good because I think I was a full vegetarian at that time. So he was like, cool. So we got cheese curds to share. Is that all we got? I feel like we got something else, but cheese curds were our like staple there, and we would always eat that whenever we went out there. So we got those, we sat down, and it was just such a fun date. We were really just getting to know each other. And the moment I realized that he was the one, and this, some people might think this is superficial, but I don't think it's superficial. So he had said, he's like, so I heard you like Batman. And I was like, yeah, I do. And he said he was a big VR person back then. He still kind of is, but not as much as he used to be. So he was like, oh, well, I bought a Batman game just for you on VR. And it was pre-ordered. It hadn't come out yet. It was like this Batman Arkham experience, which, fast forwarding a lot, it didn't come out for fucking months. And like his pre-order like crashed or some shit. Eventually we got it working. I told him that once he got it working, I was going to leave him because that's the only reason we dated, because I just waiting for the Batman game. So anyway, I was like, whoa, that's like super sweet. But to me, it was the moment that I realized he was the one, because I was always the person who put in effort. I feel like I told this story on UncutAlly before, but I was always the person who put in the effort and did all the work. Like, I've written essays for people. I have stayed up super late for people because that's like just something I love doing. I love putting in that effort and showing people that I care about them through doing things that they don't want to do or getting them things that they want. Like, I just love providing. I love giving people things that they really want or need help with. It's just something I enjoy doing. Not even just like in a relationship, but especially in a relationship. But just in general, I just like spreading that gifting and service, you know, just things like that I think are super important. So the fact that he had done that before we even went on our first date was an effort that I know I would put in, but I've never had reciprocated. So to have that immediately reciprocated, I was like, oh my God, I'm in love with him. So eventually we had finished eating and we go back to his car and he's like, oh, do you want to come over to my place? And I think he said play some VR. So I don't think we ended up playing VR that night. I think the second time we hung out, I went over to his place and we played VR. He was like on the phone with his mom too. I was just in VR. But anyway, that's another time. So he had actually written a song for me, which is just like another reason I'm in love with him. By the way, if I'm not staying in the lines, it's very hard to see yellow in this light. So I apologize if this drawing turns out to be shit. Anyway, he had... What do I want to do to this? Ooh. Maybe... He had written a song about me for our first date. And it was just so sweet. It's a beautiful song. I love the song. It's one of my favorite things about our relationship, like just having that song and that memory of our relationship. He's just so great. So we listened to that song. He did not want to show me it because he thought I wouldn't like it. I fucking loved it. I mean, how could you not? This guy writes a whole ass song about you? Like, what? Was I gonna not? Like, he's just so sweet. So anyway, we continue our date. We're just chilling, listening to his music. And I'm just like, this is so sick. You're so sick, like, I still love him, like, so much. From that night and beyond, I've just never stopped loving that boy. So anyway, we eventually were talking about the new Rick and Morty that had just come out, and we were saying how much we both wanted to watch it. So eventually we went back to my place and we watched the new Rick and Morty together in my bed. However, we didn't watch much of it. We were kissing for most of it. I remember our first kiss. We were laying down in my bed cuddling, and we looked at each other and we just kissed, and it was magical and amazing, and I will never forget that moment. Let's see. Big thing about circles. God damn it, those are too close. Anyway. Big thing about circles is when there's an object, try and remember like the circle that you're drawing so it looks realistic. I'm very upset that these are so fucking close. Anyway, maybe I can draw a big one. No, that wouldn't work. Maybe it would. Well, I'm doing it, so maybe that'll work. We'll figure it out. Anyway, we continued on with our date. Well, just kissing, and eventually he went back to his dorm, and it was one of the best nights of my life. And I don't know what else to say about it other than it was such a beautiful night, and I had such a beautiful time with him. Oh my god, I want to draw him little freckles that are circles. Oh, he's so cute. I love him. His chin, I don't know if y'all have seen like I don't remember the name of it, but it's a Scooby-Doo movie, and it has like a virus that has the chin like this. Chris, post the picture here of that movie. Thank you, Chris. So anyway, then I think a day or two after, we were hanging out at my place, and I was being self-deprecating and like super mean to myself as usual. And he was like, well, that's one of the reasons I love you. 3 days. We've been together like 3 days. And he was like, oh, well, I guess I should ask you out then if I'm already telling you I love you. And the rest is history. Well, we did break up for a period, but that's a whole other thing. So that is our first date story. I have loved the boy since that day. You know what? I don't think I want to color these in, which is also a problem for this one. But I might do something with this one. But I do like this vibe. The green and the yellow actually makes it like a 3D effect, especially in this light. So I'm really vibing with it. It's not my favorite one, but it's definitely not my least favorite one. So first of all, I need to do some more with these little bead hairs. And then maybe... should I draw like more of a thing here? That might fuck it up. Oh well. One thing about your drawings is only you can fuck it up. You might as well allow yourself to do it. It's going to be chonky now. It's going to be a chonky collar. Hey, it might work out. Let's see. Anything else from that night that I want to talk about? Or preceding nights? For a while, we refused. Not we. He did not want me to sleep over at his place because he didn't want to inconvenience his roommate. That was a big fight for us because I was like, how come I got to inconvenience my roommate all the time? Pissing me off. My roommate at the time also had a boyfriend, so it was just battle for who text who first to have alone time with their boyfriend. It was a whole thing. But looking back, he's like, oh, I was just so stupid about it. He also had a super chill roommate. His roommate's so sick. Shout out to Alec. He was a cool kid. So there's no reason for him to do it. Oh my God, I love it. It's like chic. It feels very 70s, like Scooby-Doo. Not even just because for like the chin looking guy. But I don't know. I just like it. It feels very 70s. I want like a lava lamp of this. This really has like a pop out effect. I'm so glad I accidentally learned this effect. Anything else I should do to it? Anybody think I should do anything with it? I know I can't hear you. Oh my God, did I do anything with the brown? I don't think I did anything with the brown. What should I do with the brown? Oh, I did his little hair brown. I think he needs hair all throughout his weird little tentacle. Well, now it's just all throughout his head. I'll make sure those meet. Now he looks like Super Saiyan Goku, and I love it. Like a weird 70s Super Saiyan Goku. The alien, robot, virus looking thing. You know, I'm really feeling him. What does everybody think? I kind of love him. Let's see. Where's my phone? Maybe I can like flashlight this in. You know what? I'll just take a picture of it later and Chris will put it up. But I think this is the finished product. Can you see it? Can you see it? That hurt my back. I love him. I love him so much. I hope you enjoyed my story about our first date. I know I sound very nasally still, so I sound a little down, and sorry about the interruption with the blinds. I hope this lighting worked well enough. I don't know what happened. It like was fine last time. I guess because it's later, the sun is in the wrong position, which is Chris's fault. Tell Chris it's his fault because the camera was in the back seat and he was at work pissing me off. Anyway, just kidding. He actually drove home just to drop off the camera and take a nap. But with that, I am very satisfied with how this came out. I thought it was going to be shit. It is not shit. Here are the colors I used so that you can see all of that. I push this in and there we go. So on that note, I think I showed it to you guys reversed actually, now that I think about it. I probably showed it to you upside down because this is right side up and I think I flipped it. Whoops. I also feel like I was in the middle of one of the stories. Whatever. If I was, write in the comments, asking a question. You can always ask questions in the comments, by the way. Like if you want me to expand on something or like, hey, you didn't finish that or why are you so stupid? Feel free to ask me. But anyway, thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Have a great day and a happy birthday. Love you, boy. Peace. Love you. Love you. Yeah.